I'm Bill Whitney from City Bee Savers. We manage the honeybees here at 540 West Madison, and it's Earth Day. And what better day than to start a new colony of honeybees? Unfortunately, these colonies didn't make it through this previous winter, and not 100% sure why. It was a pretty brutal winter, but nevertheless, we're going to replace them today. This is a box that most all of the area beekeepers are doing the same thing. This box has approximately 10,000 bees in it. It's got a can of syrup, can't see it yet, and it's got a queen in a cage. And we're going to install each one of those in these hives. And essentially what we do is, if I can get it open, here's that can of syrup I was telling you about. We just pop that out. These bees have been in here for a couple of days, so they're pretty anxious to be out and flying around. Here's that queen that I was telling you about, and you always have to check to make sure she's alive, and I'm going to show you her. She's right here. She's got a longer abdomen, and boy, you can tell they're really excited. Mostly because I jostle them around. And but we're going to, after we install these bees, we're going to give them a pollen substitute. That's what this is. This is a can of syrup. We brought along some extra syrup, and we have what's called a frame feeder. We'll put that syrup in here. We have some sticks in here that will float so they don't drown. And we'll come back here after a few days. You may notice that there is right here is what we call a candy plug, and we'll open up the back so the bees can get at that candy plug, and it takes them about 4 days to eat through that, 3 to 4 days, and in that amount of time they can become acquainted with this new queen. This queen was not their original queen, so they have to become acquainted with her and get her pheromones passed around the hive. And they do that by feeding her over the course of those 3 or 4 days, and then it's a gentle release. Now when she comes out of this cage, they all have her scent and they'll accept her. Without her scent on them, they think she's a foreign queen and will not accept her. So we'll set that up for them to do that right now. As soon as I get this cork out of here. This cork prevents them from eating through that candy during transit. They may be in this box for a few days. So I'm going to set her down here on a frame. I'll put her so the bees can come up, keep her warm in the night. It still gets pretty cold around here. And feed her. They'll eat through that candy, and we'll be all set. So we're going to do the same thing for the next 2 hives. You'll see that in a minute. So I've got to get these bees out of here. How do I do that? Well, it's actually pretty easy, and I try to take no more than about 3 seconds to do it. So there's about 99.9% of all the bees that were in that package. They're out. And I wait a few minutes to give them a chance to accept this box. It's not their hive yet. So you can see some bees flying around. They're kind of orientating. Some of them are going to the bathroom. They don't go to the bathroom in the hive. And so they have to relieve themselves. They call that a cleansing flight. And now these bees have crawled up on this honeycomb and around the queen, so I can start putting everything back together. Like I said earlier, we have some syrup. I'm going to put that in our feeder. And I'm going to securely put the queen right in the center so they can keep her warm at night. They have to keep her at 94.5 degrees, or 93.5 degrees, in that range. It's an important feature. And not inclined to sting right now because they really have no hive to defend. So they're just more interested in accepting this box, getting fed, and getting acquainted with that queen. Here's that pollen substitute I was telling you about. I want the queen's going to start laying right here where I put her, and so I want this right available for them once she does start laying eggs. It's their protein source, and this syrup is their carbohydrate source. So they are all set. I'm going to put these boxes back together, and we'll move on to the next hive.